You blind man.
I can hear everything.
Ooh.
I see, said the blind man who picks up the hammer and saw.
Hello, it's me. I'm Ira.
Great God's War Call, Ira.
Oh my god.
You
We're
clapped and looked at
replacing
me
the DM
expectantly.
as
What the
the
No,
hell
I was
that?
doing that because Jake was talking still.
Revolt, revolution. Not taking our intros.
Right,
You know what? I'm just going to
keep
start
going.
adding life points to the dragon as you guys do this.
What the fuck?
All right. Jacqueline Ashriver, at your service.
The episode charming. Ryder Hopkins.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
Rexer
it's
is here.
completely a lie. Calvin, you gonna go?
He did.
I
Dead.
did.
He went.
If you weren't talking, you would know.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah, you know what? Ryder, I'm taking back your magic item.
No.
I bought
No.
it. I have it. I can resell it. Felix. I'm
Safe. Okay.
Felix.
Felix.
Sell it, Felix.
Go for it.
And I'm your DM. Welcome back. Oh, Jake. Jesus Christ. You scared me.
I tried to wait. I waited until everyone was done.
You scared the shit out of me. I'm your DM. Welcome back to Mystery Adventures, where the players make plans, horribly execute them, scare the shit out of their DM, and won't shut the fuck up. Anyways, in the last one, everyone made it to Tian, the capital of basically the continent of, let me look at the map again, the capital of Rumestan, and also the main central figure of the Church of Bahamut. So, also pretty much like the central spear of the Church of Bahamut, as his lordship is resides here.
His lordship.
There we go. So, in the last one, they went shopping for the most part.
And took 2 quests, or 3.
Well, there was several things that was going on. One is Ryder took a dinner party request for a certain individual, and Jacqueline, you took something as well.
I'm a barmaid.
Yes,
Who
and
doesn't want to see people get hurt.
All right.
Smile.
Yep. Everyone else had gone away and gone shopping, and this is after they spoke to Lady Sulk, and
You said the same thing twice.
I said Sulk, and I meant to say Sulk.
Is there a difference?
One's with a U, one's with a U, the other's with an O. Sulk is the right way to say it.
It's like cooler call if you have an English accent. Call or call. What you just said.
I don't need your sass.
Yes,
all right,
you do.
adding more hit points to the
You
dragon.
Fuck.
Anyways.
You know what I'm just hearing, Tyler?
Huh?
We just won't ever touch that dragon.
Well, I guess you won't ever get your Staff of the Magi now, will you?
No, we'll just do everything
We're
else.
going to be able to afford that anyway.
Because we'll all be dead.
Plus, we weren't even trying to buy those.
What was it that you were trying to buy? Staffs of Power or something?
It was all a mind game, Tyler.
Well, the dragon is still there regardless.
Sound like a bunch of immature children. Well, I didn't want that anyway, Dad.
Fuck you, Dad.
So
You're not my real dad.
You're not my real DM.
Lady Sulk said that she would go and speak to his lordship to find out whether or not there would be a time frame for you all to go and see him, as that was per your request.
Cool.
She said before going that it would most likely be sometime tomorrow. So at this point, it's up to you all to figure out what you are going to do to try to pass the time. At this current standpoint, Rex, Ryder, and Jacqueline all have words of power curses that are going on through their body, One can't see injury, otherwise she becomes terrified. One has lost all ability of their college that they understand. And
Good
the
luck,
other one
myself.
has to constantly
abilities.
speak their mind.
His
There is no
mind.
thought, there's no secrets that can be held, nothing of the sort.
Also-
So that's why we
breathing,
tied up his mouth.
breathing.
Also,
Yes.
I don't just get scared. I actually get hurt.
Right.
I take a D4 of psychic
Just-
damage or whatever the fuck it was.
I'd have to look at the thing again.
I
And
know.
I-
I think it's 2d4 of necrotic damage.
I got nothing to put in my mouth.
Cal was just talking the whole time. I am Rex Rivers. I am Rex Rivers.
He's a Pokemon. Just says Rex.
He's just a
Rex
Pokemon.
Rivers.
You just keep saying Rex, Rex, Rex.
But
Can we get this move on?
Yep,
'Cause
at this
my
point-
voice is gonna hurt from my curse.
at this point,
Oh my god.
it is on to you. So what are you all doing?
Heist.
No.
I'm far away from you guys, so.
So if I recall, Ryder, you went out to go grab fancier clothes because you will be going to a high nobles sort of dinner party, effectively,
Yeah.
and
He said
task to play
yes. It was like some sort of dance. I think it was like
was a ball of sorts.
The one thing
Yeah.
I'm also going to point out is you don't have the loot or I think it was the lyre we got you.
No, I think
You
I was
sold
there.
the
We did a-
loot.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
the
think I
lyre
gave it to you.
after you left to go get clothes.
Yeah, that was it. I gave you the lion, and I left. I was like, use it, buy whatever, and then buy my thing, and then I'll be gone. Boo.
So, so I don't know if you have any other instruments.
Uh,
Doesn't he
no, I
still
do.
have his
I do have.
pan
I do have
flute
an
and-
instrument. I have a pan flute, and I believe there was one more thing I had. Let's see. A pan flute and a flute.
Are those your proficiencies or you have them?
Well, those are what I have.
But you should still have a lyre, because the lyre isn't that the like harp handheld
That's-
harp thing?
No,
Where
that
we
was-
bought that.
I thought we
sold
bought
my
the flute.
no. I sold my DOS loot. And
Yeah.
then we got the,
Which is like a guitar.
DOS loot. The
Yeah, then
DOS lyre.
then we got the Klee lyre, but we never gave it to
Oh.
me yet.
Yeah, because he
Oh, okay.
left. He gave us the loot to get the lyre.
And now you just
And
have
he
both.
left as he gave it to us.
Here's my
Oh.
instrument, bye.
And I do also have a normal loot as well. Yeah, maybe one day I should buy more instruments. Are there bagpipes in this world?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually a proficiency.
Yeah.
Dude, bagpipes are cool.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So wait, when did you buy? So you got the. When did you get the flute and the pan flute?
Oh, those are the ones I started off with since the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he
I
brought
used
them.
it, but
Okay,
then
those
like, what's up?
So wait, you bought them or you
Yeah.
started with them?
He
Started
bought
with
them.
No, I
Because you
started
should
with
only
them too.
start with one instrument.
Was it really? Oh,
Look,
I guess I did.
Yeah.
We're really going to argue
You
the
get- It
semantics
doesn't
of one
matter.
instrument from the beginning of the
It
campaign.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's got them because he picked them up at some point in his over 100 years of life.
That too.
So he bought them.
Anyways, so you're going out to purchase more royalty clothing.
I was going to, and then until they told me, oh, you don't need to, because what you have on right now, fancy clothes.
Yeah,
is good
your
enough.
your elvish clothings that you
Yeah.
had purchased from
Yes.
Ethan's.
All right, we had that whole like talk about. He's like, is what I have like fine? And we're all just like, what do you have? Like, oh, like formal elf clothing. It's like
Formal wear.
the word formal is in the name. Hello.
Okay. So
And I'm waiting for my gig as a barmaid.
So, is anybody else going to be
Gonna go
doing
there
anything?
looking
Otherwise,
like
we're
a
going to fast
princess.
forward some time. I know that the rest of you still haven't found lodging yet. Although, Felix, being a member of the Church of Bahamut, or at least being affiliated in some way,
Felixated.
kill yourself.
I have a very big family.
You
I haven't told you
have
guys about it.
you have plenty of leeway and capabilities to just get lodging in some sort with the city's tower.
Just turns out he doesn't have as much sway, and we just get a bunch of dumpsters to.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Better than
Here,
outside.
here's a big cardboard box. Go nuts.
Spare change.
I mean, I'd get a nice
Yeah.
room. You guys get the
Spare
box.
18,000 gold by chance.
I want a staff, ma'am.
So, is anybody else going to be doing anything? Otherwise, we'll fast forward some time to where those two have their gigs
Is
at
there a way I could
relative
practice
times.
before my gig?
You
Practice
could
for it?
you could mentally prepare yourself, but more or less you're just kind of you're pretty adept at playing your instruments already, so
Well, I'm talking more about the dancing part.
oh,
Yeah.
All of the practice in the world won't help you with a D20 roll.
Yeah, but hey, it could help.
you
give
could
me
come to
advantage
you
when I
could
practice.
you could help by coming up with a sort of choreography before the time,
Okay,
so that
yeah.
way you don't
Then I
have
guess I'll
to
be doing
improv that.
Yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
You have plenty of time. It's still midday at this point, so since the gig is later in the evening, you roughly have the better part of the rest of the afternoon to prepare.
Nice.
Writer's choreography is just like
Spinning-
the disco
spinning in
dance.
place.
Oh,
Spinning
if
in
you
place.
realize, Jake, that didn't look at all like you trying to do the disco.
Yeah, we saw like a
Background.
finger
No.
go like this.
I know, because
You saw
the
a finger. The
background
finger
is,
didn't even show up.
just
Okay. The
bobbing
The
his head
overlap
whole
on
time.
his left shoulder just got slightly less. Didn't look like it moved though.
So, nobody else is doing anything. Then
No.
we will fast forward some time. Jacqueline, your involved task is coming up in due time. So, you'll have to either separate
Sure.
from everyone or go to take care of that yourself.
All right, bye.
There you go.
Does
Wait.
the quest tell her where it is?
It does. So you have to travel to the northern district, just beyond the, not that far off from the, oh my god, I'm blanking on the word, the guilds. There is a smaller building that is tailored to as many individuals as possible through the use of reusable cups that they distribute outside. There's no title to it. It's more so like there was just a map direction to get to this place. The best way to describe it to you is there's a ramshackled home that looks to be been renovated to allow for like pie nestling windows, but instead of pies, it's just filled with cups that they quickly refill and exchange out to customers as they drive by or they walk by.
Oh,
Drive by. Cars confirmed.
okay. I follow the directions, I guess.
Yep. Getting to this building, it's at this point the sun is starting to set. Ryder, your task is coming up in about an hour or two, and you can see that on the inside there's this smaller woman. She stands at just about 3 feet tall, standing on top of something to keep her head above the sill itself, and you start to understand probably why they set out a task requesting for aid in a sort of like a barmaid or someone to clean up the cups to bring them back, and things along those lines. It's a little bit more difficult for the stature.
I'm literally twice her height.
Yep. She is a gnomish individual.
Who?
So, small, short hair that just goes just above the, almost kind of like a bowl cut, but the hair splits up here into the back of the head.
Ah.
Like that. You here to drink?
No, I have this listing from the quest board.
Oh, good. Thank
I
you. Thank you.
Interested.
So for the evening, depending on how long you would like to stay, we would be requesting help with returning the mugs from our more inebriated friends here. And you can see that down the street and like sort of hanging around, loitering around other parts of the buildings, there are some that are either passed out with the cups on their hands, some that are having jovial conversations, holding their liquor a little bit better. But overall, it's a pretty extensive crowd, and some of which are beyond intoxicated, we'll say. So just bring them back, and when you do, once we fill out this sort of sill, we'll bring them back into the building and clean them up and be ready to serve them again. The overall total would be, we'll be giving you about 15 gold per hour that you're willing to stay. And at the end of the day, you'll also get a percentage of the overall cut as well.
Sounds dandy.
Great. Well, you'll start effective immediately. So, and it's dependent on you on how long you would like to stay. We're open 24 hours, and after about, she looks down at a fake watch on her hand. You can tell because it's like scribbled onto her wrist. In about 4 hours, my husband will be switching with me, and he understands that we set out this task. And before we switch, I'll inform him that you're the help for the evening, and we'll go from there. Okay?
I need to draw a new battery.
That's what I thought.
Oh, that's Patrick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Was not my intention of making that reference, but
It was Jordan's intention, apparently.
so basically, unlike your tavern situations, this is more of an outdoors sort of behavior. So it's not going to require any sort of skill to accomplish. It's just going to take time that you're going to end up spending to do this. So how?
I do have one question.
Of course. Ask me anything. I love the purple in your eyes, by the way. It's very pretty.
Thank you. I like it
She's
too.
trying to get some.
How
Her husband.
how often
Open marriage.
how often do the patrons, let's say, get into fights? Perhaps.
Generally not. Of course, we are talking about liquor here, and it is the stronger stuff. So sometimes people might go a little bit above and beyond what they are able to hold. But for the most part, the city guards and those of the beloved church here will take care of it before anything starts. There might be some shouting here and there, but again, for the most part, there's usually no problems involved.
All right. I will do my best then. I tend to get a bit squeamish around violence.
Oh, I completely understand. There shouldn't be any need to worry, though.
All right. So I just start the thing.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
do it.
You're going around and you're cleaning up glasses from, especially those passed out, because you don't actually have to ask them. You just kind of pick up their glass and move on.
Every single person who's passed out, their name is just Gopher. She doesn't know their name.
They all are just clones of Gopher, too. It's weird.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. Feel right at home.
Just
Goble walks in,
every
Jack,
single-
you work here?
Every single time she goes up to a person, grabs her glass, and goes, "Oh, this person looks like Gopher." Gopher just sneezes every single time. Oh wow, I've seen this before.
Okay. So how long are you planning on working this sort of gig?
normal 8-hour shift.
Okay, you'll be working throughout most of the night then, if that's the case. You're working the second shift of most workplaces.
Yeah,
10
sure.
hours second shift then.
10-hour
She'll do
second
it.
shift. Okay.
It's just walking around, grabbing glasses, and hopefully not getting
Involved in some
Yeah.
trouble and stuff.
yeah.
Bearing witness to things. Okay, fair enough. For that, I need you to roll me 3 d20s.
Oh.
I don't like you.
Okay, make it a
3.
fourth one. I'm kidding, 3.
As we speak, the dragon's getting more health.
You wouldn't. As we speak. I just added 1,000 health to it. Don't you look at that?
It's whatever the dice is multiplied by 3.
For all 3.
Oh, 3 nat 20.
No, I'm just kidding. Just whatever you roll. Just tell me the numbers that you roll.
1 is 20.
Okay.
1 is 15.
Okay.
And I need to roll a third one. That is a 3.
Okay. That just helps me know certain events over the course of your 8-hour shift.
I don't
Alright.
like the 3.
Ryder.
All right.
So after another couple hours, you sort of have this choreography planned out in your head, and you've got it it's not very massive because you're not like the big performance. You're more so in the background to allow a jovial time and peaceful endeavor throughout the entirety of this event. And the sheet, as you had taken it, lists off another set of directions to get to the home. The building itself is luxurious. The exterior of it is made of this almost marbled white stone that has speckled bits of several colors, some of them being blues, reds, purples, and very vibrant sheens and colors on the marble's outscape. The interior, you can see through the windows that of these almost gospel-styled windows. They have painted glasses of what look to be various, well, not various, but depictions of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, and all of its glory as well. On the inside, you can see everything is pristine, and there is a copious amount of individuals of several different races in beautiful garbs and just impeccable skin tones, as well as just giving off this sort of vibe of extravagance on the inside.
So, by the way, I do have my outfit on, and
Yep.
I will say I did touch myself up a little bit to look cleaner.
Okay,
As
yeah,
well,
that's fine.
before that.
You use some nice, just like some combing of the hair and blemishes you remove and things along those lines.
Yes.
You gussy yourself up in order to make it to this fancy party.
And just in case, I'll put a, I'll just make a go. Before then, I guess let's go make a small purchase of a single glove, like maybe half a glove, and then put it over so they don't see my gem, just in
Okay.
case it's stuff that freaks them out.
So so you go out and you get like a black showman's glove to accompany your suit. In total is like 5 silver. Nothing expensive.
Oh.
Especially since it was only a single glove instead of the pair. You pretty much just went up to
Yes.
somebody who was basically about to throw away a set of gloves because their other one was torn up in the day's work, and you're like, "Hold on, I'm buying that." And they're
I'll
like,
take that from you.
I will take that from you. And they're like, 5 silver. And you, being not at all savvy in bundles and deals, you're like, deal! And you buy it for 5 silver. But no, basically you just go out and you buy a single glove for 5 silver. Easy.
Nice.
You strap it on. It hides it very well. There's just a slight bulge in the palm of your hand. But
He has a tumor.
it's It's not very noticeable, and obviously, unless you basically shake someone's hand with it, they're probably not going to notice.
It's on my left hand, if I remember
Yep.
right. I
It's
chose
on
my
your non-dominant hand.
Yeah, looking good.
So,
Sir, your performance was great. May I have a shake of your hand?
2 high fives. Ah.
I changed.
Opening up the
And
door.
Your hand is pointy.
You entering the door? Or entering the building?
There's a whole bunch of people inside of it, right?
Lots.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll tidy myself up quick, make sure nothing's wrong, and then once I do, I will enter.
Okay. Opening the door, the moment you open the door, just loud percussion sounds of people's talking just immediately envelops the room. It
Just
seems
open
that
the
the
door.
exterior of it was built in such a way that the interior is almost completely muted to the outside, and vice versa. Exterior sounds do not sound inside this building.
So it's soundproof.
Pretty much soundproof. Stepping forwards after opening and closing the door, an entity sort of emerges behind this podium. And I say entity because they are almost translucent. They have this sickly pale white tone to every feature of them. And when they open their eyes, you can actually see straight through. There's no sense of eyes here.
Oh.
Name?
I am Ryder Hopkins. I am today's entertainment, and I will take out the
Entertainment. He looks down, and you can see a spectral hand sort of come up from over the podium. I do not see the name, but I will inform. You see him pause for a second, and in that moment, this older gentleman comes up from behind. You can actually see him hit the back of the spectral individual's back. That's all right. It's all right. You said that you're Ryder Hopkins and you're meant to be the entertainer this evening.
That is right, my good sir. And I'll give a short bow with my head.
Thank you for coming. If you will follow me, I will escort you into the back room where you are set to set up. In approximately 30 minutes, you are tasked to perform softly to this party.
Now, will I be a quick question before I start the performance? Will I be providing my own music, or will you be playing music for me?
It is your job to play.
Of course. All right, then I have everything all planned out. Thank you.
Very well. And he takes you through the hordes of people, and it is cramped. You're sort of like skirting in and out between people. With every time, though, the older gentleman, as he starts walking, they sort of get out of the way of him. He has several adornments of jewelry across him as well. What he seems to be wearing is these garbs that are tight to him, but at the same time tucked into a sort of like a nobleman's gown sort of deal. That's tucked into some leggings that just stretch down to match his shoes. He takes you to this back room, and on the back there's in the back rather, it is drastically different than the exterior room in comparison. It is effectively kind of like a closet in its appearance. It's rather tight. It seems to be where the cleaning supplies is held and things along those lines.
Wow.
So you're preparing?
Yes, I'll be preparing, getting through all my notes and my songs, and playing my songs over again.
My camera
And-
froze. Give me a sec.
Oh, my camera?
No, my camera.
Oh, his face is frozen, guys.
But that's a great face.
There we go. Weird.
You're just like,
Yeah.
So my plan is for this song in the beginning, play a little bit of flute to send it with some like smooth like swaying around, going with the tunes, and then once then
I was frozen again.
I'll put the flute away and then grab my lyre and my lute and start playing that while dancing quietly.
Okay. So after some time, there's a slight hush. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of all, we have some soft tunes that will be played for the rest of you this evening. Feel free.
They're so soft.
Feel free to mingle amongst yourselves. This is just something that is for our appreciation to what you have done over the course of these many years. And go ahead and make
Just an Irish jig.
in that moment, there's a sort of like stage that sort of just starts to elevate in the back area, and you step out and begin to play with your very minor choreography. So go ahead and make a performance check. Add 2 on top of what you normally roll with your practice to the choreography.
Nice. All right. Okay, here we go, baby. Oh, baby. Not 20. No. I mean, kind of 2, but with a 0 behind it.
Is it dirty 20?
Oh, 29.
So you got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? What did you say?
You were like,
Oh,
nat
nat
20. No,
Nat
just
20.
kidding.
Just kidding. A 2, but with a
No,
0
'cause
behind
Jake-
it.
No, Jake was all like 2.
2. Because
Okay.
he was laughing. I thought he rolled like a 1 or something.
No.
So
No, oh
it's
man, if I did,
drops.
I would. If I did, I would be like, fuck it, I'm a criminal.
I'm here to
I'm gonna
rob you.
steal your shit.
I'm here to rob you. Okay, so you very elegantly start to play. During these few hours, is anybody else doing anything? Trying to find lodging, Felix, or just sort of just passing the time, doing some idle things?
Passing the time.
All of the above.
Okay. So,
Go first, passing the time. Show your hands to the camera.
He's visiting
reading a
the
book
alchemy
very
crowd.
slowly
Yeah.
over the course of like 17 hours. Now you're decent at carpentry.
Yes.
Okay, so fast forwarding some more time. After their performance, Ryder,
Yeah.
the crowd gives a very solemn clap, quiet and very regal, effectively, and
I bow, of course.
you give a bow.
Always bow.
And the stage lowers slightly, and it's not like a jut, it's kind of just like a almost like it's
Like
letting
the-
out air.
Like the Looney Tunes, like.
Yeah, it just drops you.
I'm still standing there. What? Oh,
And you just keep standing, like, huh?
the floor is gone. What?
Yeah.
Brought into the back room by the elderly individual. He gives a very courtman's bow and looks up to you. Thank you very much for your stellar performance. Everyone was quite enthralled with your music, and it was exactly what I was hoping to find.
Oh, thank you. I do take pride in my work. Thank you.
He hands you the money earned on the list, which was 100, I believe.
I thought it was it 100? I thought it was either 100 or 150, but
I thought it was 1,300.
No, it was not 1,300. Well, it doesn't matter because effectively he gives you a second bag as well that totals to 200 for your performance. So even if it was, yeah.
You got extra credit.
Wow. Oh, thank you, sir. This means a lot.
Thank you. And should we ever have another incredible, is filled to the brim with incredible esteemed guests like tonight, I'll be sure to ask for your assistance once again.
Oh, of course. And I'll be right over once I'm called. If you don't mind me asking, what is this gathering all about? What was the occasion?
Takes away one of your bags.
No money for you.
Yeah.
You ask too
Aw.
many questions.
Now you must
He
die.
just shakes you. The old man in the fucking back room. No, so he looks back. Everyone here has worked incredibly hard in protecting these lands. We have guests from the church's high esteemed armies, as well as high acolytes that have traveled several directions across this world. For the most part, everyone here was trying to relieve stress, as the Cult of the Dragons has been very dangerous over the years.
Ah, yes, I heard their actions have been greatly increasing lately.
Indeed. So we attempted to raise morale with this sort of You see him pause for a second. I lost my train of thought.
Well, I'm glad I could do my part. While I'm talking, saying that, I want to do an insight on that quick.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, crap, I was not really good at this. 12?
You seem like what are you trying to gleam? Like he's
Like-
thinking of something else, or
Yeah,
lost
like
in
the
thought?
reason- Yeah, the reason, when you're saying the reason for, like, why is this party, besides increasing morale, is there another alternative thing?
He seems very old and forgetful.
I see. I got you. But I'm glad to do my part, and anything I could do that could help this town and its people, I'm glad it's what I do best. And
Thank you.
raising morale.
And with that, he leaves the closet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll take my leave.
Okay. It's roughly about 10 o'clock at this point. So,
Okay. Well, while I'm walking around, can I just, walking out at least, just take a look around and see if there's at least any shady things at least.
okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perhaps even go get a drink in the Northern District.
19.
19. Looking across everyone, nobody seems to stand out except for there are those that are esteemed in markings and armors. And you recognize somebody.
Uh-oh. I think I know who.
You recognize a certain golden hair,
Oh.
baby blue eyes, and complete endowment in armors
Gopher?
that are marked by tier.
Here, what was that again?
Gopher?
It is a it's a god that you've met before. Well, not met, but this individual is the one that was hired to protect the Lard Lord.
I knew it. I hear in the distance just. I was hoping you were gonna say that. I was like, "Come on." That's why I was like, I want to make a perception. Let's see if I can find the landlord here.
I was actually going to ask, like, so is the Lord at this party?
You don't see him, and it would be very hard to not.
He takes up like
I
half
was-
the party.
I was also kind of waiting for like halfway through the performance, just like he walks into the room and just goes, I know that man. I know
You're
him,
the
man
man
my
that
boy."
tried to kill me. But no, you see the golden-haired man that was adorned in plate armor, wearing markings that resemble the god of Tyr, or the god Tyr.
Did it? I don't remember. Did we have issues with these guys? I don't think.
No.
I think we helped them, and we actually were on the same side because they hated the Lord too.
Yeah, it was more so like they just kind of they disrespected him because he was trying to do certain things, and though being the protectors of him, they sort of shot down his ideals and his personality pretty hard. Especially the blonde-haired woman. When he would try to argue with other people, she would just sort of silence that area and silence him as a result.
Is that person on my way out the door by chance, or is it like away? 'Cause-
They're towards the center. They're speaking to others that are adorned in high acolyte sort of garbs. Similar to what Lady Sulk was wearing, but not as high of regard, it seems.
Do I want to? It's out of my way. It'd be weird if I stay any longer. You know, a quick hi won't hurt. I'll go over quick, say hello.
Okay.
Sure. Hello, goodbye.
So you're skirting in, you kind of have to get through a couple of people. He's like a good 4 groups into the room. And you skirt in. And what do you say?
I'll say, hello there. It's been a while. Sorry if I'm intruding, but I do remember seeing you before.
Looks
Hi.
over his shoulder.
And you are?
You seem familiar as well. It's been some time.
Yes. Since the caravan and traveling together for those many weeks.
That's right. The travel from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep, correct?
I believe so, yes, that was correct.
Yeah, that was definitely something, all right.
Oh, it was.
How are you doing? How are you holding up?
Oh, I am doing amazing, actually. If you didn't know, I was the one just performing a while ago.
I didn't actually see the performer. I was more so involved with speaking to the miss here, and she gives a slight curtsy. Hello there.
I do too. Give a slight head bow.
Also give a curtsy.
But the music was phenomenal. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm able to help raise morale of the people here. I heard about what's the purpose of this party, so I'm glad I could do my part.
Well, it is very important that we keep everyone's spirits high. I'm actually here just on a venture to gather a few things to take back to Neverwinter myself. But apart from that...
Neverwinter, you said. I just came back from that direction.
Really? That is quite ironic, actually.
Yes. Things there are, well,
It's
not in the best
Neverwinter.
state, I would say. It's never winter there.
Even though it's more north.
Yeah. I was doing some of my own business down there, and after we finished, we decided to come down here and find some jobs for ourselves while we're here to kill some time.
That's very fair. Well, Neverwinter's still sort of recovering from their... well, I shouldn't say recovering. They're more so just growing because it's a bit more of a self-sufficient town and city, whereas, like, for instance, Tian here, they are more devoted to the church and the people here themselves. So, while Neverwinter itself is more derived from your own sort of pride, here is more devotion. So, it's vastly different.
Yes. So, are you still working for that one fellow, Lord?
No. After we brought him to Neverwinter, he set up shop and stayed for number of months. I haven't spoken to him or seen him much lately, but I know that he's established somewhere in the guilds district.
Oh, I never noticed he was there. Well, I was just there. Maybe he moved on to another place again.
It's possible. He does have quite the substantial amount of funds, so I'm sure he could have ferried somewhere else.
Well, it was good seeing you again.
You as well.
I'll let you get back to your conversations. I'm sorry, ma'am. And I look at the lady.
Oh, it's quite all right. Anyone that's
Enjoy
a friend.
the party.
It's a friend of mine. Enjoy yourself as well. Take care.
And I give a bow and I scurry through again through the people, try to get to
Okay. Yeah. Easily enough, you just kind of skirt by. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. Oops, sorry. Stepped on your toe there. Not my fault. You have open-toed shoes. And you walk to the door.
And then I'll, I guess maybe we need to discuss where I was going to stay. I guess I have money now. I could choose anywhere. I'll go to near like where everyone was shopping and try to find an inn near there.
Okay. It's easy enough to find a sort of inn to stay at. Everyone else, except for Jacqueline, would you be going to the lodging before 10 o'clock, before night, or anything like that? Are you trying to do anything, or just going to rest, effectively? When would you try to go to rest, I'd say?
We don't really have anything else to accomplish. So
No.
we probably start heading there not too long after these two leave.
Oh, maybe. Probably.
Okay. So, yeah. So basically, Felix, you would know that the lodging are beyond the guilds, just beyond the gates to the center spire, and there's the walls that surround the center spire. There's housing that goes into sort of an open courtyard of greenery that then goes into the center spire itself that travels upwards to the peak. The housing that's around inside the walls, that is effectively the lodging for those that stay that aren't of like a higher power, that stay within the tower itself.
You go get lodging.
Okay. Easily enough, going over, approaching the gates, you can see that there are two acolytes to the Church of Bahamut. They recognize you, Felix, and in that moment, they let you in, and easily enough, you're able to find lodging for everyone that is there. Each person can have their own room, if they would so choose. The rooms themselves, though not luxurious, are accompanied with a bed, dresser, torch sconce, as well as a desk with a chair in case you were planning on doing studying or sort of small tools work. With that, we'll go over to Jacqueline. At this point, it's about 10 o'clock. You've been working for about 4 hours, or not 4, about 6 hours. Your first 2 hours, nothing very substantial happened. 4 hours in, you could see that there was a circumstance where people were starting to get a bit rowdy, but not in the violent sense, more so like the mosh pit sense. And there was an unfortunate accident where somebody was throwing their glasses straight down to try to start a sort of just like a not like a tavern brawl, but just excitement. So they were trying to get like a rallying group up to sort of just build out and start effectively a block party. And they broke a couple glasses. Nobody was hurt, but you did have to clean that up, unfortunately. Close to your 6 hour mark, you can see that there are 3 people that are very heated. All 3 of them are completely bald. They stand at about 5'8" each. One seems to have these markings that go from the top of the head to the front of sort of like this spiraling designed tattoo, and the other 2 are there with straight lined tattoos, looking straight at each other. The 2 seem to be arguing with the one, and yeah, that's what you see.
Seems like we got gang violence.
Or guild violence. Who knows?
Sure, because this is D&D, yes.
But very quickly after that moment, you can see that none of the other patrons are siding with them or getting into arguments themselves. And very swiftly, there's a number of guard that sort of pull the other 2 away, and the one walks off back to get more drinks. The other 2 seem to be thrown out of the street itself. And after that point, the rest of your hours go by, and you have put in your 8-hour shift. The husband had switched out at this point. He sits at same height as his wife, but he has a very small, thin goatee that just stretches down about almost penciled in goatee. In fact, it almost is penciled in. And
Does he have to change the battery in his goatee?
no, but you can see him draw a razor blade on a piece of paper, and he's just putting that up to it. But no, that's about it. It was very exhausting work because you had to constantly move. This sort of stylized transport for the liquor is very busy and bustling, so very frequently you would have to grab people's mugs before they would try to leave by accident or on purpose, depending. And after the 8 hours pass, you are given 15 times 8 is 120 gold, and a cut of the overall sales, you get an additional 50 gold as well. So in total, you earned 170.
Cool.
Okay. Anything that you're going to be doing? At this point, it's pretty much midnight. It's very late. You didn't get a lunch break.
Probably hungry, right?
Probably just a bit.
I guess look for something to eat. Oh, fucking no.
Yeah, you're probably tired. Assuming that you find lodging, we're just sort of fast tracking some time here. Unless you have any other plans to do anything tonight.
No.
Okay. Well, Ryder, Jacqueline, you both find separate inns, both of which are about 2 gold to stay at. Jacqueline, yours is 3 because you're also purchasing food. Unless, Ryder, you are also getting food.
Oh, I was muted. What?
Are you getting food?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 gold from both of you. And at that point, we'll move on to the morning.
Oh, I had a dream.
Ryder.
Oh.
You do
Oh.
sleep
Oh, no.
soundly.
Oh, okay. I'll kill you.
Everyone wakes up fully well rested, enjoying their time. The 4 that stayed in the lodging of the Church of Bahamut, you feel rejuvenated. The bedding themselves are made of a sort of silk fabric that is very smooth and soft to the touch. The other 2, yours was, it was fine. Nothing fantastic, nothing terrible. But at this point, it's pretty much morning, about 7 a.m. or so. And yeah, what's your guys' plan?
Well,
You know that Lady Sulk said that she would meet you back at that guild hall once you made your way back, or once she had gathered the necessary information.
well, I'll eat some breakfast and head down to the guild.
Okay.
Lamau, same.
Lamau, same.
Pretty sure we all do the same.
Lamau.
E.
Okay.
Lamau.
Kai.
Everyone makes their way there, some arriving before the others, as in the 4 definitely make it before the rest of you, the other 2. And when you enter...
And by the way, I had my money to Felix, but this is what I made. So, 297.
Same.
So 297 and 167.
Yes.
All in all being 464.
Sure.
297, 167. Yeah. 464. I suppose it would have just been easier if I did like the 300, the 200 plus the 170 minus 6. Yeah.
Use a calculator.
Anyways,
Anyway.
you see Lady Sulk is there. She seems to be standing, sitting at a table. The rest of the room appears to be mainly empty. There's the individual that stands in the center circle area. And, or no, this isn't that one. This is the Asimar that stands behind the sort of kiosk, bar-like area off to the side. Is there. The rest of the tables are empty.
Oh.
You see her sitting at the table with about 5 other individuals. They seem to be of the Noble Guard in the Church of Bahamut. They're effectively, the Noble Guard is effectively a level above the City Watch, but they themselves don't have any sort of sway over anything. They're just esteemed and honored sort of knights. Hi, glad that you're here. I spoke to his lordship, and he is willing to see you, effective immediately.
Good.
Yes. Good.
Die.
There will be a holy war. Beware, Church of the Black. Which
we
side
let-
you choose?
We let Rex speak. He's like, so we're killing him, right?
Yeah, right.
It's only day 2 of that as well.
I know.
Sorry, where is everybody?
Oh, yeah, because you're just closing your eyes.
Yeah. No, remember I have that makeshift blindfold that I couldn't use last night because I actually had to see where I was going.
Lucky enough, you didn't see anybody getting hurt.
Yeah.
There was a specific window
guard.
of numbers
Poke
that
your
I had,
hands.
but anyway, if you all would follow me, we are going to climb to the peak of the spire. And the 5, all of them stand up and sort of show you all to the spire itself. Now, everyone is following suit unless you would oppose, but otherwise everyone is.
I mean, Jacqueline's not. She's running into the wall.
You're being guided. You're being guided
Yeah.
by one of the guards.
I was gonna say, if no one grabs my hand, she has no idea when people leave, so she'd just be standing there like,
I mean, yeah, you do. You
Are we
can still
going yet?
hear.
nah.
Anyways, being brought to the spire itself, Felix, you haven't been up the spire more than the first floor. The first floor itself is more so like a central hub of information that is gathered for all the various different tasks that are needed. The spire itself is also roughly about 80 feet wide that stems upwards from the walls, so it's almost like a upward sort of pillar that was elongated. So you had to climb up a slight hill to actually get to the front door itself. Being pushed open, the interior is pretty expansive and bustling. And at this point, you can see there are spiraled staircases that go in like a double helix up the walls themselves. And at the very center is what looks to be this solid white with a golden winged pattern across it. If you all would stand appropriately onto this, we are going to quickly travel straight up to the appropriate room.
So wait. I've never been any higher in this, and I have a book that can communicate straight to my god. I don't see how that works. That wouldn't be a hidden ability.
Oh, I see. Well, okay.
No, someone just dropped it out of the window and you caught it.
It's like the
Oh my
Death
God,
Note.
a
Just kind of fell out of a tree.
You're like Isaac Newton of Bahamut.
I may have also forgotten about the book. Okay, no, that makes more sense. I'm trying to think of the tiers and where it would.
I would assume I'd somewhat interact with all of them at that point.
Definitely not the peak, because the peak is
Not-
where his lordship resides. Okay, so there's the peak, or the spire itself has 10 adjoined flooring that is effectively the different levels of tiered knowledge that's involved with the Church of Bahamut. Direct connections and those of higher faith that use magic to garner information from Bahamut himself or themselves is on the 6th floor and below. So you've been up to the 6th floor. The 7th, 8th, and 9th are all directly correlated to the followings as well as the actions that the church will undergo in certain circumstances. So the 6th and below is as far as you've gone to. You know that the golden winged symbol in the polished white stone that's in the center of this room it effectively enacts as a instant transport between certain floors that you have that you are authorized to use. So when everyone stands onto it, Lady Sulk steps on, as well as the 5 guards, and she holds out a palm, and these 5 runes sort of form onto her hand, and she puts it onto the wing and crest, and you can see them almost flow, almost like wings actually moving. And in that moment, there's a brief gust of wind, and you are traveled up to the 9th floor. There's a sort of rush of air that begins to push down straight onto you. But in that moment, you blink and the entire room is different. The walls themselves have engraved markings and etchings of golden inlay and silver inlaid that's intertwined in Draconic. Anybody speak Draconic?
I think pretty much all of us do.
Okay.
Yeah, most of us do here.
For the sake of the walls, they're of chants and religious praise to Bahamut and things along those lines. Just trying to think of the way the layout is. Okay. You can see that there is no stairs to this floor. Or no, correction, sorry. There are stairs. There's a smaller spiral of stairs that's almost like an exterior room that's off to the side, but you do not see stairs leading down. These stairs only go up.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
It's quite normal for those of the public, minus yourself, Felix, to see his lordship for the
I
most
also have
part.
another question.
Yes.
Remember, I'm also part of the spying organization.
Yep.
Money.
Who do I not for the church? Yes,
He's been
we know of
spying
your
us the whole time.
church,
Damn you.
but no.
Yep.
I'm assuming I've made reports to the Pope, so I've seen them. Correct.
You've seen them, but it's that's why it's rare minus yourself. That's what she was saying. Like the general public doesn't just go up to speak to his lordship. So you have seen him. It's just that it's not common. You also wouldn't directly report to him. There would be direct reports to individuals like Lady Sulk and people along those lines. But you have given direct reports to him as well in the past. For those of like grave importance. So going towards these staircases, when you start making your way up, you travel up for about almost a minute in just straight stairs that spiral upwards. And when you get to the top, there's these large doors that have these brazened brass and metallic sheen to them. The 5 guards, or the 5 knights, they push open the doors 2 on each side while one stands behind to hold Jacqueline.
We're in.
I'm just gonna walk over and take off her blindfold at this point.
I was like, we're indoors and we're just gonna talk to a guy. I can see now. Oh,
Okay.
There's a
Weird.
bunch of statues of people being tortured.
There's just agony in the
They're
walls.
being-
Ah!
and they're
You
not
see-
real.
You see Zacharis
Statues don't-
frozen in the wall.
Oh my
What you
god.
don't know is they're golems. They very slowly enact what they're
They're
showing.
constructs.
Well, if they're constructs, that's not a humanoid, so it doesn't count.
I mean, if they're shaped like a humanoid.
Constructs are people too.
I didn't say that they're not. I'm just saying they're not humanoid.
You racist.
Would you like to be hurt? Because I can make it very easy.
1,000 life points to the dragon.
When the door opens, the interior is of this almost 5-pronged room. It somewhat resembles that of like a claw. If you guys would like to look at roll 20 here.
Okay.
We see our normal map.
I understand that. Give me 1 fucking second.
Gosh, you're gonna
One.
make him add more life points to the dragon again.
I have to move you people to it. There we go.
Oh no.
It looks
Oh.
relatively like this.
Like a battle map. Oh.
I'm just giving you guys the representation of it. The
Looks like a
Also
turtle.
huge.
it's big. Well, I mean, you have to imagine
like a
it's
turtle.
roughly the
Turtle,
top
turtle.
spire itself. I
Turtle.
understand it looks like a turtle. I don't care.
I
The top itself is
It looks like a
roughly
turtle.
80 feet in width.
Based off a turtle dragon. We like our dragons here.
do.
Yes.
Bahamut.
His lordship is actually the brass dragon we're out to,
Oh,
to
shit.
talk to. Oh no.
I'm not putting you guys on it because we don't need that. I'm just showing you guys the map. Lined out in a line is approximately 12 other of these knights, 6 on each side. The 5 prongs, you can see one at the very just across from you is a throne that's sitting. The other 4 have these thrones that have the late and more deceased other lordships in the past. So the 4 are stationed in each of the other ones, and the one directly across from you, you see a man standing basically right in front of the throne. And you all are, I'm assuming, the group that Lady Sulk wished to speak with me. Felix, it's interesting to see you once again.
For lack of a better term, shit's got crazy.
Mites you immediately for saying shit in his.
How dare you swear in front of the Pope?
This
You will hold your tongue.
Religion of darkness.
I haven't sworn in his presence yet.
Bitch.
Watch your tongue, whore.
Ah,
Also, kind of hard to address someone Tyler hasn't given me the name of.
Yeah, because he
Your
doesn't
popeship.
have a name. He's referred to as his lordship.
Pope ship.
Um,
The Pope of the
his
people.
first name is his and last name Lordship.
oof.
Did you say oof? Did the Pope say oof?
Big oof, Lamau.
I don't want to use that song actually. Here we go. I'll use this one. There we go. Okay. So, when you guys enter, the 12 knights, 6 on each end of you, both all kneel to one knee. The 5 behind you each do as well.
I'm guessing we should do the same.
Lady
No.
Sulk does not. And his lordship puts up both of his hands, and you can see the hairs on the back of his neck start to just fray softly, and all of them stand once again. What is it that you wish to speak to me about?
Give me a second. Encode thought. That's the name of the cantrip.
What?
I'm gonna use it, and I'm going to pull out my memories and make a report.
Okay, gotcha. The memories play. So, like, how does that cantrip work again?
I put a finger to my head, pull a memory, an idea, or message. It's interchangeable strings of glowing energy.
Read Harry Potter now, boys.
Okay. And does only he see them, or is it everyone?
It doesn't specify if a single person sees it or not.
I'm going to assume it's kind of like a projector. So I'm going to assume everyone can see it. The memories play out, and in that moment, you can see you're pulling out a specific memory. Which one in particular?
Just all the relevant ones.
So everything involving the church or the cult and stuff like that.
Yep.
Okay. You see him lean back. That also includes the words of power, correct? The situation with Ryder, Jacqueline, everything.
That they maybe not in the correctest sense. That they're getting effects negative from Tiamat.
Well, you're pulling memories, so
I don't have to pull all of the memory.
I understand that. That's why I'm asking you what you are pulling.
I mean, that's
so you're not pulling
the one part that
specifically.
I'm probably not pulling is
Okay.
that they're former members.
Okay,
That
gotcha.
they're getting essentially cursed by Tiamat.
That Ryder is a former member, and just Ryder, because the rest of them aren't.
Hi.
And the other guy that was a former member is now a statue in hell.
I'm Ryder. Hi.
Remember
I mean,
me.
what?
We do.
Oh yeah, constantly they do. Okay. So these play out for everyone in the room.
Oh.
He looks down for a
Oh.
second.
Is that what I look like?
And he thinks. There's a brief pause from everyone, and the entire room kind of falls still. I see. These are more grave times than I realized. We knew that the cult of the dragon was furthering their plans, but we weren't sure of the exact regards. This is excellent work, Felix. Thank you for your information once again.
You're welcome. I don't like how it seems to be we got half of the planes working against us.
Well, that tends to be the situation when Bahamut and Tiamat wage war against one another. It directly impacts everything involved in all the realms. In due time, his mighty will eventually slay this and put it to ease once again for the world knows however long, and then it will repeat once again. But that is just the fate of the times. As it currently stands, we don't exactly have a way to mobilize and resolve these issues. I would say right in these current standings. You also brought up, did you also showcase the sparks as well, being directly tied to
Yeah.
the cult? Okay.
They would also know of Randall going to search off for everyone who left Waterdeep.
Okay. Right. Well, Randall quickly learned of what it was. Well, as far as I understand, he's gone out to search for this. We called back the members of the church from Waterdeep because their allocation was needed to be resourced to a different area. We plan to ship out new recruits and, I guess, based off of your success in Waterdeep, a few other acolytes to help rain praise. It's unfortunate that in the time that we took them back that this happened, but it was unfortunately the case needed at these moments. Once Randall learns of this, I'm sure that he will either seek you out or maybe return here to do more further work that is required of him. On the hand of these sparks, you've given us some grave details, and important ones is that if their so-called headquarters is beyond the high forest, the mountains of which, then perhaps mobilizing to resolve them is necessary. But as we currently stand, we have very few that we can spend for such a venture.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be something we can attempt anytime soon. From what I understand, they have very powerful wizards all hanging out specifically there.
Judging by how the individual Karn's mansion looked and the magics that were entold in that, I have to agree with you.
We've gotten reports that they're using higher level teleportation magic.
Involving with
Jumping
those
from-
sigils, correct?
Like that head guy can just bamp across the continent at will.
Ah. Right. Well, then we don't exactly have any easy solution for that, then.
No.
With returning this information to us, I do have a question for all of you. What is it that you're here to try to glean or garner?
Yeah. Just some support with trying to deal with this.
Well, you've made note of it to us for sure. We will eventually come to a solution and mutual understanding to go and resolve this, but in our current state, we aren't exactly prepared to do so. And looking amongst you, neither are you.
No. But it's still just going around, trying to stop the smaller stuff and get more information is our main plans right now. Because unfortunately, we have absolutely nothing other
That's
than
not-
their active moving treasure
That's not
and something
entirely
involving
true.
numbers.
Well, saying that you don't have really anything is not necessarily correct. You do have something here, but it's something that plagues you.
No, that is yeah. I guess we're also trying to deal with their problems.
The words. His eyes close for a moment, and his hair stands up once again. The eyes and words of ecstasy, information, and life. If I'm not incorrect in that assumption, and my understanding of them. Ryder, Rex, and Jacqueline. You three may speak, in case you were worried that you couldn't.
My apologies. I just didn't know you were talking directly to us. You have all of that correct.
We can't solve your problem, but we can halt it. The three of you step forward.
All right.
I step forward, I guess.
Rex just step. And
And in that moment, three guards from behind the lines walk behind each of you. And they place a hand on top of your head.
Finish him. Fatality.
Halted
Oh
in
my
death. The bearings of these curses derives from the land from which that they came from. The entirety of this world was created in the initial Great Gods War Primer, when Tiamat and Bahamut fought. The land was created, and the land was cursed by Tiamat. If at any point you leave that land, the progress is halted. We are undergoing experiments to learn of a way to resolve this. But to do so, we had to find a remote place that Tiamat had no impact on. I have seen the light of the Great Gods War Primer, and in so, I have seen how the land was created. Tiamat bursting from the seams from the Nine Hells to wage out into the material plane, broke apart and drowned any amount of land that once was here. Bahamut from Mount Celestia came down like a roaring spear and sword and punctured through that tear, sealing her once again, breaking apart her mass that once was in the material plane, and that spread to the current world that you see. But the sword itself remained and formed its own land. This land is pure, consecrated, protected from Tiamat. And in so, we will take you there. And the 3 guards slap on shackles onto the 3 of you. You will be brought, held inside solitary, and forced to stay where you will be given the opportunity to redeem yourself from this curse, this plague that was chosen for you. You do not have the choices before you set, but this is something that must be done. And the other 2 of you, he looks to Gopher and Ira. You will be traveling with them. However, not in the same sort of situation as them. This land is held secret from most of the world. And the reason why is because we cannot have this information fall to Tiamat's hands.
Axe over their heads.
You say that. But in that instance, his eyes close. And once they open, there's this pale white, brilliant light that shines out and blasts forwards. And the 3 of you are completely blind.
No!
Could have just.
Oh. Fuck.
Good luck,
Solar
guys.
flare.
Yeah, literally. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see.
You're just happy.
Shit.
I'm just like, oh. She just like kind of goes, puts the blindfold on anyway.
Felix, now that you understand what is happening in this world, we know of the cult's actions with these powers. We've been known of this for many years now. And that's how the land has been kept secret. We keep it secret amongst the majority here.
Majorly.
No.
Do they just kill Ryder for that one?
He blinds him again. Super blind. Anyway.
Should you wish, we ask that you go out in search of others with these powers and find them and bring them to us, so that way we can imprison them like the rest.
So we're just gonna lock them away?
It is the
You
best
do
case
know
scenario.
we know we can cure them. That is information we know.
However, finding how,
But
like finding that solution, we know what it is, quote unquote, but we don't know what that will do. We don't know if that's what Tiamat wants. We don't know what the purpose of these powers were to begin with. To take as few chances and risks as possible, we've fully built... Gizmo was upset.
Well, of course.
We've built locations to keep them separated, because it seems that once they learn of the others, that's when they become volatile. That's when the power surges through them, and that's when they become dangerous. Of those that we've kept at the facility have been in solitary confinement for almost 15 years at this point, at the earliest. There are still many more we are sure of, and many more that we are looking for. But if they are kept away from these lands, then the progress on them will not further. They will be fed, they will be kept healthy, But civilization to them will be lost because we need to ensure that they do not corrupt the rest of the lands that there is. We do not know if they're playing right into the cult's hands by enacting these powers. We do not know if they're playing directly into another entity's plans.
So you steal their freedom and lock them away for the rest of their lives. That's the secret. Charming.
How do you know Tiamat doesn't already know this? Maybe you're doing it.
Doing what?
What she wants. Maybe enough gathered there will corrupt your land.
Over the course of the 15 years, it hasn't corrupted it once. However, we have seen just what happens when these powers go beyond their distance. Your bodies shrivel. Your souls vacate your bodies and are formed into a release for Tiamat. Should the words affect you a certain number of times, you perish instantly. And your life and entire being is fuel for Tiamat. So preventing that and preventing any other further actions, that is what our purpose is. I thank you for everything that you have done in halting what little progress the cult has made. But being entities of her and being your own branches of her means that you yourselves are a part of the cult, and we cannot stand for any of that. Even if it wasn't your choice, you have to be held in confinement in order for civilizations to prosper, and for us to eventually put end to Tiamat. You can come willingly if you choose. Not that you have much of a choice to begin with. But this is the way that things are. And in your current state, I wouldn't say that you have much of a way to run. And in that moment, the rest remaining of the knights stand between the door and the rest of the room. And Lady Sulk stands before them.
You were in on this too, weren't you?
Not until I spoke to him. Then he enlightened me by showing me just what it was that happened to you all.
There's a special place in the hells for all of you.
I'm sure that it would be worse if the hells were open to all of us. There's nothing
If
else.
this is your
that we can do.
so-called justice, then so be it. I don't care for your petty excuses, and neither do the rest of my comrades here.
Well, what say the three of you? The three of you being cursed and plagued by Tiamat, which would you prefer? To eventually wither and die, or to find solace and safety in an abode for yourself? And finding the hope that eventually this wears off when Tiamat is slain. You're muted.
Oh, yeah, there you go. If you ask me, I'd rather take option 3. And I'm pretty sure I'm still blind, right?
Oh yeah, the three of you are still blind.
I'm talking at a wall. I'll just say that.
You're just talking to Calvin.
Yeah.
I'm talking
to Rex.
to a wall again.
I like option 3 better. Going out there and finding my own way to cure myself, and not staying in one place, not doing anything. Me staying here is not going to help the world doing anything, or get rid of Tiamat any faster. I may have the curse of Tiamat, but I still want to fight her, and get rid of her just as much as everyone else does who hates her. She done this to me, and I'll get her back for it.
You're not the first to say that.
I'm looking at a pillar now.
You can hear him.
Yeah. But
You're
I'm
not
just
the
doing,
first to
assuming
I'm
say
doing,
that
I'm doing
over
it to spite him.
Turning.
He's just doing it to be a funny man, huh?
Yeah.
Fighting Tiamat is not the problem. Well, it is. It's a problem of the various problems that come from these gods. Like Tiamat. And just having the gumption, the gung-ho attitude to say, I want to fight her, is the root of the problem. Those of you that are cursed bear this hatred to her, while when you first started, it was almost a sense of gratitude for her, for bestowing this gift to you, until you learned of its premise and how it became part of you. That's when it became a curse, so to speak. When in reality it was a curse the entire time. What?
If I may, Your Holiness, Your Lordship, sorry. Some of us were in fact completely unawares that we were even cursed or booned in any way. I was born with mine.
That is what it was, right, Tyler?
It's for everyone, I'm pretty sure.
You know, not necessarily helping you at this moment.
Because, yeah, he does already know that.
There's a difference for you, Jacqueline. I understand that. Although you weren't born with it. You were very young. And you yourself just didn't know of its effects. The only one born of it is Gopher.
Look over at the next pillar. Gopher.
Gopher, what is your thought process on this circumstance?
Just takes a swig of his alchemy jug and says nothing.
Just makes more alcohol and goes, well, I'm fine as long as none of it affects me.
Well, it does.
Shit.
Here's the thing, Gopher. And you as well, Ira. Ira, being from that land, I have to ensure that you stay silent about it. And Gopher, you were born of these words of power. And that's why you are sought after by that individual, that wretch of a being, the purple skin and blackened skullish magic.
Yes.
You are the result.
yes.
You are the result of the power of ecstasy. That, Ryder, I'm sure you understand, with your task that was given to you. Gopher, you are one of, not his, but of your own parents.
I was about to say, like, what?
No. Your own parents are one, and that is why we have imprisoned them as well.
Can't believe it. My parents? My own parents. Are they here now?
Oh no, this land is not here. It is far, far, far away. Across the lost sea.
And pray tell, what does this land have to do with all of this?
Well, that is the only safe place to store you. At least the three of you. The other two we're putting there as a precaution because we don't actually know what entities like Gopher will do.
Drink alcohol all day. We can't let this menace into society. What?
After he says that, Jacqueline just kind of goes, well,
This
So what
is
plans
what
do you have?
the plan. What? Sorry, you cut off my train of thought. What were you saying?
Nah, I'm sorry. You can continue.
This is what is going to happen, one way or the other. Either peacefully or through some thorough cleaning of this hall.
I don't like the cleaning part.
So you've been using my home as a dumping ground for all of your prisoners.
It's not a dumping ground. And we wouldn't call them prisoners. They're being saved from the inevitable fate of death.
Right.
I don't actually know much about you, Ira, but I know that you are from there.
If you think
Closes.
I'm going to divulge anything, you were sadly mistaken, sir.
I don't need you to. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Man, it's
Please.
going great.
New dice? New dice, who dis?
New dice, who dis?
19?
19. As he says this, you can almost feel a spear embed into the back of your mind, sapping information from you, and before it delves too far, you almost repel it back. My.
There's no need for any of this.
You're right. All of you kneel. And I need Ira and I need everyone except for Felix to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, let me tell you. Your wisdom is not good.
Is everything fine?
Yeah, I was hearing like some loud whoosh from the other room. I think it's Olivia cleaning out the lazy Susan.
Ah. Darn
Why is Susan so
you got
lazy,
dirty
though?
again.
Goddamn.
That's why it's so
We
noisy.
made the same kind of stupid joke.
Goddamn Susans.
All right, saving throws.
25.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Rex.
23.
Ryder.
3.
Nice.
So, as
I
he
knew it from that
says
face.
the word kneel, you can see this energy pulsing straight outwards from the throne and from the opposing other thrones. They unleash this torrent of energy that washes over you. Jacqueline, Ira, and Rex, you stay standing. Gopher and Ryder, you both immediately fall to your knees and are stunned.
Joke's on them. I'm looking at a wall.
You just bash your head on the column that you thought was Gopher. Just go down.
There is no reason to fight because you are not leaving this place. And I need everyone
Wait,
to
am I-
roll initiative.
Wait, hang on. Wait, I want to say something before I'm stunned. Wait, am I stunned if I can't? Can I talk? Oh no.
No, not when you're stunned.
Okay, never mind then.
Did you want to say something before?
I mean, I could try.
Well, what were you going to try to say before being stunned?
Oh well, it's gonna go on for a whole rant. So I
Oh,
hope you're ready. It's gonna go. It's gonna G branch what we're doing now.
oh, probably not then. Probably wouldn't
Oh.
work out.
Are you sure?
I mean, you probably would have been cut off by the stun. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it could put us into a favor with the fight.
Roll initiative and we'll see.
Okay.
Oh, I'm the only one who hasn't said anything to like. I just stayed standing because I'm just like, if you're gonna make
To
me
be honest, I
yell,
thought we were gonna take turns on what we were saying, but things escalated.
They sure did escalate. Jesus. Okay.
Just putting you guys down real quick. Of course, Jacqueline's
Yeah,
big
yeah.
for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Big personality. 2 of them.
Okay, and pull up the turn order.
Yep. It. And turn. And turn. And turn. And turn. And turn. Okay. So feel free to go ahead and put those down. I gotta put down the people.
Who's all blinded?
Yes.
You.
Pretty much the people who are cursed.
Yes.
Me and Jacqueline.
In the throngs of basically a king and a bunch of fucking armed guards, and we sass. Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, I can put my number down. Ha, nice. Nice, Lynn. Nice.
That was nice.
Number. Nice.
I bet you're going before me though.
Oh yeah, probably.
What's your dex score?
Where are you? +3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Give me a second.
Is this the wait? Is the Pope a chick or a dude?
That's not the Pope.
Oh.
That's Lady
His
Sulk.
lordship. And also, yes. I can't do that, like, ping thing for whatever reason.
Just hold the button down?
Click hold.
Yeah, it doesn't show up for me.
You're just stupid.
Okay. Rude.
Weird flex, but okay. Augers.
You have to separate the 2 or the 3, I suppose, from. I just gotta make some space real quick. So there was that, and then there's a guard behind Jacqueline. They're very tiny for some reason.
I'd also like to remind Rex and Ryder, we're all blind and we have shackles on.
I'm also blind and stunned. Shackled.
Yes, exactly.
With the gem. And I've been nerfed. Jacqueline, honestly, you should just stay blind. Even though you can't use most of your spells, but, you know.
2, 3, I need.
I mean, there's literally no fighting what we're fighting, but that's, you know, whatever.
Or whatever.
There's 5, 9, I need 5 more.
Scary skeletons.
Jordan, you get that notification of Nick's playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, is he actually? No. I might.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moment I saw the notification, I was like, looked at you right away, Jordan. Like,
Crazy.
Jordan, do you see that? Like, Nick's playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, no, he's not. He's not playing it for me anymore. Spooky, scary.
Oh, yeah, he's not.
Okay, now I need to put.
Dun, dun.
His lordship.
Oh, good. We get to potentially fight the guy that can just make people kneel when he wants.
That turn. That turn. That turn. Okay. Okay. Where'd they go? There they are. Okay.
Okay.
Descending. All right. So, top of the initiative order, we have his lordship. I'm going to need... Who's not kneeling? It's... Rex... Gopher... Oh no, Gopher is Rex, Jacqueline.
Go.
Okay. He's just gonna move 5, 10, 15, this is 30 right there. I'm dumb. I've counted weird. And he's just going to point his hand forwards.
Jojo pose.
Stop. There's nothing you can do. And that's his turn. Ira.
You mean me?
Yeah, definitely.
I have higher dex.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you're stunned, so you cannot do anything. You can make a another wisdom saving throw now.
Yeah, I'm going for it. Ooh, that's a little better. 17?
No.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Sure.
All right, Ira. You are still stunned.
Felix, what's the plan here?
You just see a man deep in thought.
I'm gonna hold my action to see if Felix does anything, and if he does, I am going to shotgun blast the fucking Pope.
Hey, let me talk to you real quick. Pope touches his shoulders. Bang!
All right. Felix.
He like sneezes.
Yeah. He's a man deep in thought, trying to calculate stuff.
Okay. Ira, you see that Felix is almost motionless, lost in thought, in utter thought.
I mean, he's you can tell he's trying to calculate stuff.
Yeah.
You can
He's
see.
trying to figure out his best course of action.
You can literally see the mat, like it's like the guy thinking with like all the like equations and stuff. That meme, you know, it's that. You
Yeah.
can see that on Felix.
Mhm.
Just like
Jeez.
If he's not going to do anything, can I take my action now?
Yeah. You said you were going to see what he does before you
Okay, yeah.
do your action,
Right.
because whatever he does, you were going to be like, I want to do this. So go ahead.
Can I... Out of the 2 primary deities who might be watching, are any of them keeping tabs on this? Out of curiosity? Bahamut or Tiamat?
Wait, what? I was thinking, and then that thought like broke the entire train that I was thinking of. So say what you were gonna.
So like, can I tell if either Bahamut or Tiamat are observing this right now?
Make a religion check.
Come on, fancy black dice. You haven't rolled lower than a 17 today. Ooh.
16.
It's not bad.
Was that lower than a 17?
Yeah. Not by much, though.
Was-
Religion. 19.
19. Holding the skull next to you and having this sort of presence about yourself as well, you're trying to feel any other disturbances within the area that's either of strong spiritual or otherworldly like view, and you feel nothing. You can ascertain that you are not seeing either Bahamut or Tiamat's.
But you see yourself.
Hmm.
Oh, there goes my plan then.
I'll say that was a bonus action if you wanted to do anything else.
Oh, how bold do we want to be here? Like, are we giving up? What's the plan?
I don't know why we're fighting in the first place.
The initiative
really
isn't
no idea.
the initiative isn't necessarily for fighting. The initiative is
Okay.
for doing stuff. If you're gonna try to run, you can try to run. If you're gonna try to fight, you can try to fight. If you don't want to and just want to talk, you can do that as well. For those that
For a
aren't
quick
stunned.
prayer to Bahamut, potentially the Raven Queen. Sad face.
That face.
I'll leave it
This
at
is
those
a
two.
private call then.
It's just a private.
Just a quick prayer.
Just a quick prayer. Okay.
Just a quick prayer.
Sending a prayer to an otherworldly deity like Bahamut or
Hey, you
the
know
Raven
that
Queen.
your Pope is being an asshole, right? You know that he's right.
Okay, make a just make a straight wisdom check.
18.
Okay. You definitely feel no response from the Raven Queen.
That's fine.
The Raven Queen's like, I don't have a pope.
That's you.
I know I'm not exactly a follower, but this is kind of leaving a bad impression.
Just how all Bahamut people are like. Looks at Felix.
Trying to gleam at Felix's position.
Okay. You don't get like worded responses through Tiamat, through Bahamut.
I would hope you didn't get word of responses from fucking Tiamat.
You're dead, Lamau.
Hey,
It's
Bahamut, can I talk to you? Die!
It's more like instances of just imagery and like behaviors and emotion. And you're basically being bombarded with this emotion of almost regret through Bahamut. And an image of eccentric heretics, effectively. Like a bastardization of views.
I see. Oh boy.
Oh, so this guy's an extremist, like, to
Like
no
straight
end.
up.
Okay.
Yikes, okay.
Execute Order 66, Lynn.
I'm not gonna kill the Pope.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Yep, okay. Next up, Rex. You are blinded and handcuffed.
And more. Can't even speak.
I mean, you can
Rex really
speak. You're
can't do
actually just
anything.
always speaking. There's a very big difference.
No, I have something in my mouth that's
Very
muffling
true.
my-
But you could just remove that if you so chose. It's not like bound to your face. You can. We talked about it being loose enough for you to move to actually talk, and then to cover again when you're trying not to talk, but still talking.
I was about to tell Felix we should talk to Bahamut since he has direct connection to this, but giving the
Well, the better
information
question is, did he send anything with me with that one?
Not to you. Although you can feel his presence now.
All good. Does he send me? Do I get anything from him?
Maybe on your turn.
I get to take my turn.
Not yet. It's Rex.
Max, when Felix's turn, he just opens the book. All it says is "run" while you still can.
it's just.
I mean,
get the hell out of there.
Get up, God.
This is going one of two ways. We're getting divine intervention at this rate.
You can feel the book
Or-
writing, by the way.
Get out, get out, get
Oh.
out, get out, get out.
I mean, that book's gonna just be held up, and I'm gonna get to see what that writing is.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's Rex's turn though.
I was about to hold my action because I want to see this.
See
You
what? You're
can't
blind.
Yes, you're
He's
blind.
figuratively seeing how this plays out.
He's seeing how it plays out.
I remove the rag out of my mouth, and I'll say, "There's a little few things that I believe in this world, and that will still follow where I go, either from a different dimension or another plane of existence. But I stand my ground of trying to resist this. So Felix, I'd
Kill him.
like you to ask Bahamut. Do I know that? Yeah, you have direct contact with
Yeah,
Bahamut.
everybody knows
Yeah,
that
I
he
was in a
speaks to
meeting.
the book.
Yeah, everyone was there.
That he's pen pals with Bahamut.
Actually, you know what? I wouldn't know.
What are you doing right now, Winky Face?
What are you wearing?
Khakis.
Gowns,
Oh,
robes.
I triggered. My mom
Platinum
calls me
scales.
fucking Jake from State Farm all the time. I'm triggered. Hey,
What are you
What's your
wearing
name?
right
I'm the
now?
god
Platinum
Bahamut.
scales.
What are you asking Felix to ask Bahamut?
I lost my train of thought. Goddamn. I really don't know. I'll just say we should ask Bahamut Felix about this situation and get of his input. Look at the Pope in certain direction, or wherever he could be. I think even you will accept this, getting input from Bahamut on this information. Because right now, this is a very difficult time. Well, mostly for us, because we still want to fight against Tiamat. On this whole situation. Anything could possibly happen. But before any other action takes, continue to resist. I would like to know what Bahamut's thoughts on this. And that's it.
Okay. The guards aren't going to do anything. Lady Sulk is just going to hold forwards a staff and say, "Look, this is just how things have to be. Just come along peacefully and everything is fine. There's nothing to be afraid of here. As he said, you're all going to be taken care of. You won't have to deal with any problems out in the world. You won't have to deal with any self-drama. Your life will be effectively taken care of for you in the safe way and not like the murder-stab way. So please, just listen to what he's saying. It's safer for you. Because otherwise, the ultimate other path is going to be death. And then it's a death that only furthers to go against the goal that you're trying to say or trying to do." And that's all that she does. Jacqueline.
This bitch. Goddamn.
I mean, to everyone else, of course, she stands tall, head down. She does put two hands on Moon's shadow because that's the closest conduit she has to, her patron. Patron? Would you call it a patron for a paladin? I don't think you would you?
I'm.
Patron deity.
I guess.
Did I skip Gopher?
Maybe.
Yeah. It's good. I was
Maybe
stunned.
ever so slightly.
Yeah, you're stunned. Just make a wisdom save, quick.
All right. 5.
Okay, yeah. That didn't matter. I didn't think it would, but
Gopher, please.
Golfer.
he's
Only your
he's really a
muscles can
threat
save us.
when he's able to be a threat.
Yeah.
You don't know what one of like him will do.
Taken care of.
Ridiculous. Come on.
Anyways, Jacqueline.
I mean, she's basically going to do very similar to what Ira did, but to the minor goddess of truth instead.
Corellin.
Here's
Yeah.
a question.
Yas.
Yeah.
Lynn, did you ever talk about your homeland to Felix?
No.
I brought it up, but that was about it. There's a
Gopher's
land
getting
there
jealous
that's far
over there.
away.
No,
No.
she did it. Only me. Only me. Sorry.
No, I've definitely mentioned it in passing to everybody, but I've never really explained much about it.
I
Or
snapped
where
out of my
she's
stun
from.
for a second.
Yeah.
What do you mean you told him?
What do you
I
mean
just
you
get
told him? He just stands up. How dare you? All of a sudden, Gopher has advantage on his next wisdom saving throw. Somehow.
Okay, saying a prayer to Corellin. It's been a while since you've had a communion with Corellin, but in this prayer, you can actually feel Corellin's presence urging you forwards, urging you to stay safe and true to what your thoughts are, in what you believe to be the best situation in this outcome.
I'm gonna be completely honest. She doesn't see either situation to be the best one, fighting or going along.
Yeah. It's like the
But-
better of two evils, which is which.
Well, she basically she didn't resist because she's being defiant. She resisted because she also didn't. She felt like there was a third option, something else. She's just like, she's just kind of like dumbfounded that this is even happening. Basically, just like, what the fuck. So yeah, she just kind of remains with blindfold on, 2 hands on Moon's shadow, just standing there until someone either touches her maliciously or otherwise,
All right.
or just keeps leaving her alone.
All right.
She has no fucking clue what to do.
Top of the initiative order, his lordship steps forwards. Well, actually, he'll just stay there. If you refuse to listen to me, then heed Lady Sulk's words. She's been my trusted companion throughout all of this, throughout the 15 years since this started. She knows just as much about this as I. If you're afraid for your lives, then don't. Listen to her words. But this is the result of the gods. Times have to be like this because of what Tiamat's doing. And we have to enact what Bahamut's reign will be.
Freedom for no one?
That's not
As
at all the
Felix is-
case.
As Felix is just like the writing in the book, just like,
Run hell, asshole.
Run hell, asshole, yeah.
What's this? Okay, before we continue on, the current room are we in? What is it exactly?
It's what it shows on the Roll20.
What do you mean? What is the what is it made out of?
Like, is there windows or?
There are no windows.
Cars.
Mahogany.
It is made of a marblined, like pale white stone. In comparison to like the beauty of the spire and the homes of this place, this is very rugged and very tough around the edges.
Oh, kind of like the guy standing before us telling us to get fucked, nerd.
Hey,
Alright.
go over there. That's what he does. Ira. Or no, sorry, Ryder. For some reason, it like repositioned you two.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, here we go.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot better. I mean, hopefully. 18?
18 is the number you needed.
Oh my fucking god. Last time I couldn't get it?
No, because you got a
Okay.
17.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, actually, I was going to do something, but I want to wait and hold my action to see what...
You don't have an action.
Oh.
You make
Save
this
it
at
at
the
the end of your
end
turn.
of your turn.
Oh.
So you're no longer stunned. You are still blind. Still handcuffed.
Can I hold my free action? Is that a thing?
No.
Because all I was going to do was talk.
You can talk.
Well, I'm going to do it after Felix
Oh.
does his thing with the book.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can talk whenever.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'll wait then.
Yeah, Rex is talking right now.
Yeah. Ira.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm
He's still
a follow
talking.
suit and just not do anything until Felix potentially persuades this dickhead.
All right, Felix.
What is my book doing?
Okay, so opening up the book, you can feel it almost vibrate as it writes viciously fast, frantically even.
It's like 5 paragraphs in already.
When you, in the 6 seconds that it's been since you felt it moving, you open it up and it's filled an entire page and a half of writing.
Good God.
It did write 5 paragraphs. Holy shit.
A lot of
Man.
it is fluff and flavor text, pretty much. Like just
Of course, 'cause
old
that's how gods
speech.
talk.
Yeah, olden speech. And it summarizes down to he is beyond reason. He's taken my words and bastardized them. The only method of escape is through your own means.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
They do not have
Cool.
the capabilities to stop you from using your means.
All right, give me 5 seconds. I gotta go read a spell again.
I mean, you have a 6-second turn, so you have 1 second to do something after that.
I'm going to assume You are going to be looking up the spell teleport.
Who would have guessed? The only spell we have that could get us all out of here.
Oh yeah, I bet we have that now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay, it is within. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
can
Wonderful.
I maybe no. I guess I wouldn't know.
Know what?
I was gonna start talking, but
I mean,
It'd be best to shut the fuck up. You might just make it worse.
maybe.
or make it better.
Yeah. You don't know. You never know, right? And nothing in Great God's War.
I believe the last time we've had this conversation happen, you floated 20 feet in the air in the middle of a cultist
I'm not
camp.
casting any spells. I'm just really just talking.
I know.
All right.
Somehow
Alright.
you
doing
accidentally
it.
like installed the Pope's mom or something.
I'll do it to buy time for Felix to set it up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put that in for flavor text. What are you saying?
Thanks for that stun. Anyways, I was gonna say what was on my mind, but since you did that, I know it's clear that I should say what's on my mind. You're a freaking hypocrite. You're
Whoa!
lordship.
Whoa!
And then I'll do this, and then I'll be like, "You're saying that all these people need to be in prison, the people who have the power of Tiamat, but you have not proclaimed yourself that you also have this power."
I do not. I have the power from Bahamut.
I will tell you this. My friend, my very close friend of mine, who passed away, pretty sure you saw in the memories.
One of the guards opens the door and a wheelbarrow comes in holding Zacchaeus' busted body parts. Oh, it's a bad time. Oh, sorry.
Was this a bad time?
Yeah, they brought him from the else. Oh shit!
It's just encapsulated in
sorry.
stone. Sorry, I just went to pick this up from the 9 hells. There's some crazy shit going on down there, by the way.
Zacchaeus, no! But anyways, he gave me his power. His word of power, you can say. Which,
No, that was me.
That was Jack.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
God damn it.
yes, we know!
Let him talk.
Anyways.
You should know better than to lie in front of Jacqueline by now.
Yeah, that's what. Anyways, and he gave me the power to discern that other people have this gift from Tiamat as well, and I can sense it from you, your lordship. What do you have to say?
Well, first off, make a deception check.
Yep.
He immediately looks at you and says, "Everyone can tell that you're lying."
Well, I got a 29. How about that? Plus 10.
Some
So
of the
you know.
guards plus 10. Some of the guards start to question a little bit. A number of them sort of back away, especially the ones that are like right behind you. They sort of don't know exactly what to do, so they sort of step out of line some, just like.
Okay. Whew.
So, are they unshackled then?
They're still shackled. They're it's just on their arms. They're not held down anymore.
God, I know I'm not your higher up, but if you're going to listen to his orders, you should believe, and then if you're going to believe what he says, you should also contain him as well. You're the lordship.
Hey.
That might not work out as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm buying time, honestly.
So
This changes things
well, give me a second
slightly.
because let me.
Not just for you, Tyler. For me.
Yo, I understand that. So after saying this, and we'll say that was your free action, basically.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
Doesn't matter. It's speaking. Seeing the circumstances around, he looks straight at you, Ryder.
I can't tell.
I understand that. I'm saying that for everyone else. And So what are you doing, Felix?
Uh,
I can tell you that only some of the guards are starting to question what their actions are right now. Lady Sulk has not wavered, and most of the guards around her have sort of stayed.
I mean, I will definitely now, with him doing that and getting some of them questioning, divulge what was written in my book.
Oh wow.
Because it is not hidden knowledge that
Mhm.
I have that connection. So they know it to be true.
Mhm.
So should I roll? What should I roll for adding
Roll
that?
persuasion. And
Advantage
as this
probably,
is
'cause I have the
happening,
book.
I need Ryder
Yeah.
to make a what is it? A wisdom saving throw.
Oh, of
As with a legendary action, he
Oh.
points his finger straight at you. And you can see his eyes turn into this soft white glow. Well, everyone else can see that.
Well, yeah.
But is my roll just straight?
Yours is a persuasion.
11 for my wisdom.
Yeah, he's asking if he has advantage or not.
Oh,
With everything going on.
yeah, I'd give you advantage.
11, Teeler.
11.
Good.
Okay. In that instance, everyone can see Ryder collapses to the floor.
Oh.
I hear a thump.
So what happens with my natural 20 now?
Okay. The guards that were questioning themselves stay off to the side at this point. Most of the guards that aren't directly behind Lady Sulk have stepped aside. And Ryder collapses to the ground. In that instance, everyone that's not blind can see hovering above Ryder is this tear in this, just an open-aired tear.
Tear in the dimension.
In the tear, you can see a faint image. Go for being stunned, you still are able to see, and you recognize this image as an image that you saw when you were cursed by the Black Hag. Or not the Black Hag. Wait.
Night Hag.
Night Hag.
See, Night Hag, yeah.
An entity surrounded in a solid gold orb that has this thickened energy coursing through it. Thickened in blackish, purplish hue, and Ryder's body has the same energy coursing around it.
Shit.
Huh.
Look here.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I can obviously tell that's not Bahamut, right?
No, it is definitely not Bahamut. It is the opposing side. It showcases an entity with 5 heads, each of a different chromatic color. This is what the power does. Whether I'm blasphemous, whether I'm wrong, we still must do what must be done to prevent this. And in that moment, the tear folds back up, and Ryder's body shoots back into consciousness.
Ugh.
This is the fate of what is to come if none of what we do is just. Our actions are required.
They aren't just.
Even if it's not. And it's unfair. And it's not good or right. We still have to accomplish this. We have to halt her progress by any means necessary. And you can see some of the guards stir back.
You would take the freedom of people who wish to do whatever they can in order to atone for their own sins by themselves, even when the one that you worship and are the lordship of tells you that you are wrong and blasphemous. I do not believe that is what truth and justice really mean, sir.
It's not. And I know
And you
this.
would sacrifice the morals gifted to you by your god for your own sense of virtue?
You think you're above the 9 hells? You think you're going to paradise at the end of this road?
I do not
If I'm being
care
completely
what
honest, I would
happens.
like to see him fight Asmodeus by himself. That sounds like fun.
Sounds like it'd be ending very quickly. Well, anyways. Do not misunderstand where I stand on my own morals. I know that I'm not going to be going to some paradise. I know that I'm betraying everything that I've thought. But I will use my standing to ensure that the actions taken by those that follow me, follow Bahamut, and follow the future do what they need to do.
You tarnish his name for your own good.
There
not
is no
following
future
Bahamut
if
at
you
all.
stand. You would have everyone live in a cube.
You're believing your false Bahamut from what you're saying. Everyone's not following Bahamut, they're just following you.
In that moment, Lady Sulk. Well, Gopher, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
No, Gopher!
Rex, what is there anything that you would like to do?
Oh wait, no, never. I didn't. I got a 17. Dang it!
Not enough. Not enough.
Oh my god! I got 15 again.
What, handcuffed again?
Yep, you're still handcuffed.
I will postpone my action or my turn.
Okay. The guards, a lot of them are confused and indecisive, to say the least. Though the ones that are near Soma, or not Soma,
Soma.
Lady Sulk, are still headstrong. But they don't do anything as there's no physical violence occurring right now. Lady Sulk at this point points forwards, and a soft dome of light emanates right here.
Dome home?
Home, home.
Okay.
Stepping out of this dome, it is 10 feet, I believe. Let me get the spell quick. Where'd it go? I don't know how to spell. For some reason, I'm thinking S is before P. I'm stupid.
Are you looking for Shield of Faith?
No. Shield of Faith is not a dome.
Sure isn't.
No, with
Okay, it's a 20-foot radius. Stepping all the way out. Yep. This dome forms over the top of you. And she seems to walk out of it after it's cast. This entire time, we've been questioning his morals. We've been questioning what he's doing. But at the same time, what else can you do? There's not much else. And at this point, we're only going to get more confused. As a dome of silence forms over everyone. You can feel yourself unable to speak. Jacqueline.
Can we still move?
Yeah, you can still move.
Okay.
But just listen to what he has to say. If he's not going to do anything to you, then there's no harm in actually following it for now and deciding to change it later.
Joke's on her, we can't hear her either.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't we?
No. Being in this zone of silence, everything is quiet. You guys are basically deaf.
So I'm blind, deaf, and handcuffed, and nerfed. I might as well be dead.
I might as well be dead. I mean, if this was real combat, you definitely would be.
Oh my god.
you said they didn't have anything to stop us.
What? Silence?
No, we can't cast any spells.
Any spells that use verbal components.
Yeah.
And that aren't through magical items. Because magical items don't require the same steps.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Based off of, since Jacqueline was just sitting around, like, she'd hear, sounds and stuff.
Before the zone of silence came up, but yeah.
Yeah. Although if I tried to do that, I don't really know what I would do afterwards.
Can we take a break here?
Yeah, probably should.
Oh, it's break time.
That's probably been break time for a while.
Yep. I was waiting to see the end of this, but it's gone on a little bit longer than I thought it would.
Because I think all of us is thinking like a good situation. Or
all right, we'll take a break and then we'll come back to this shortly. So yeah, we'll be back. Take care, everyone.
See ya.